Welcome back. I told you I was going to have another video to share more information with you because I couldn't fit it in one. So, announcement page. Guys, I know a lot of you guys do not have printers or ink, and that usually stresses some students out with how am I going to do the worksheets if I don't have a printer. So let me first of all show you some of the presents that I have for you by introducing you to the announcement page. Now, right now the announcement page is set up for getting to know you guys a little bit. So we have our welcome calls. Normally you'll see on this page when my help sessions are, when my DBA sessions are, because I do not have you guys schedule time with me. I am there for you every single day. I will be giving you guys time to come into my Zoom room every single day. So you don't have to go and make an appointment like you're going to see a doctor or a dentist, because I'm a teacher and I just want to be there for you if you need me. So on this very first page, when you get into math, you'll see on the announcement page when I'm going to be in Zoom. All right. If you go on over to the next page, again, there's my information. I will tell you the quickest way to get me is to text me. So watch out for texting. Now, again, on this little board behind me, that's what's going to have what's due every week. So if you're like, I don't want to look at that pacing guide, I'm always going to have it for you. I'll also have a link to the presents that I've made for you, so you guys will see. But on here you'll see there's some different links on here. I've got tons all over the place. So if you go on and click on my picture, you'll see it brings you to just get to know me a little bit. You'll see if I've got this little thing here, you guys earn house points. Doing your iReady, completing your DBAs, I'm coming to live lessons, equip tutoring sometimes, especially if you're invited, and you guys compete. And every 9 weeks when we have that testing that we're going to have in place of FSA, prizes will be given to the house members that have won. So it's just a fun way to kind of get you guys to, have fun while learning. You'll also notice I've got a little house point here. This is where you guys will earn your points. Now you'll notice it says 40 minutes. We've upped that to 45 because kindergarten is doing 45 minutes. And I'm not going to let no kindergartners do more iReady than my 5th graders. So the requirement for iReady is you're going to do 45 minutes a week. I will have an open iReady time, which I give house points for if you come. And I also will give points just for completing your iReady each week. So iReady is so important because it's going to be giving you lessons as to where your learning is at. So if you're still struggling with multiplication facts, it's going to give you some lessons on there so we can build up those skills. Again, I'm going to point, where's my little pointy finger? I don't even see it. Oh my goodness, I guess I'll go back. We'll go this way. I do have rules. Complete your work with integrity. This actually will lead you to a video if you forgot what integrity is. But remember, you're doing the work. You're the 5th grader. I don't need your at-home teachers doing the work for you or giving you too much help. You've got to be able to do that work on your own. Because remember, they're not going to be there when you're doing those testing. So you want to make sure that you're the one that's learning all of this stuff. Be on time for your DBA and lessons. I will tell you for my live lessons, if you are more than 5 minutes late for my lesson, you will have to do it on your own because I like to start on time. I usually give a 5-minute kind of flex time because we're usually sitting there, getting caught up and talking about what's going on. But after that, that's when I start the lesson. So please make sure that you set a timer for those live lessons that we have on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and of course our equip times on Thursdays. And then always try your best and ask for help if you need it. Again, just a reminder, I'm there every day for you guys. So please come in there because Zoom is boring if I sit there by myself. I will tell you, I had one student last year just come to Zoom and just sat there and did her math work. while she was there. I know if she was doing a quiz before she would submit it, I would actually check it for her, and I say, okay, well, you need to go back and look at question number 5 or number 6, whichever one she got wrong, so that she knew beforehand, before submitting it, which one she got wrong. So it does help to come to those, especially if you come across a problem that you don't know. I am right there in Zoom, so I can easily pull up my document camera and help you, or give you a great video that I know will help you. So just try to make sure you can come to those live and those help sessions. Again, this is the page. It's our meeting schedule. Our live lessons for math are Tuesdays from 11 to 12. That may be flexible because I know Miss Clark has from 10 to 11, and if she's running late, I gotta wait until I get the all clear. But math will be on Tuesdays from 11 to 12. Equipped tutorings are on Thursdays at 11 o'clock. And you want to make sure, like I was telling you on that very first page, I will have a list of all the meeting times that I have for that week. So if you can't make it to that 11 o'clock help time or that equip time, just know that I will have some other times, because I know some of you guys are not morning people. We just ask that you guys are kind of up around 10 o'clock. Okay, would be nice. You'll also notice my Zoom link for my meeting is right here. And when I start the class newsletters, I haven't decided if I'm doing a newsletter or a video each week, so we'll see. You can click on over there and it will appear. And then going back, the pacing guide. The pacing guide is great. You guys can make your own copy, but I'm also going to have it available for you to view right here on the computer. So again, you don't have to necessarily print out a copy of this. You'll notice, let me zoom in a little bit because I don't know about you, but that's kind of tiny. You'll notice that for each week, we've got every assignment you have to have done. I just noticed Miss Clark had it for just 2 days. That kind of scares me because we should have a good week to get this done. But remember, at the very end, we do have a floating week. So we always have that extra week of time. But you'll notice, like for this week, this first week of school, you're going to have 2 math assignments to do. That's lessons 101 and 102. And if you remember from the last video, that's you going through every single page of that lesson, taking your notes, studying that vocabulary, writing down examples, doing any practice that you can to prepare yourself for that test. Because you'll notice we've got a DBA and a test coming up just in week 3. And again, you'll notice my science is there. And this is what I'm going to talk about now. You'll notice that some of mine have a W/S. That means it's a worksheet. And if you remember in the last one, I was saying a lot of you guys that don't have printers and cannot print out tend to freak out with, how am I going to do this? I did have someone last year try to turn work in by using a comment box. Now, I don't know about you, but a comment to me is, hey, Miss Freitas, how are you doing? I want to let you know, I think I got number 4 wrong, so let me know if I did. That's a comment. It's kind of like texting your teacher. That's all that's for. So you should never be turning in any work that you want me to grade in the comment box. It all needs to be uploaded for me to be able to see and grade it. But you're going to notice in week 2, there's a 1.05 worksheet. So what you'll do is you'll go and click on it, and you'll notice it has a link. You're going to open that up, and again, it's going to ask you to make a copy, which my computer is twirling around like it is Tinkerbell flying through the air with Peter Pan. So you'll notice I like to do different themes, and when I thought of compose and decompose, I was thinking of building things and taking them apart of Legos. So I have a Lego theme for this worksheet, and all I basically do is, you will notice, here is the very first question. I copy and paste the question from your worksheet right here into a Google Slides, and then I give you these cute little options. This one happens to be drag and drop the circles to answer your questions. You literally do this. Oops, wrong spot. There we go. It's just like coloring in a bubble with a pencil, guys. So you'll notice in the margins here, that's not really on the slide, because when you turn this in, I'm only going to see the slide. That's where I'm going to put some little notes to you. If I go to the second slide, here's where you always need to remember. typing your answers. Whenever you see a blue box, that is my color, blue box. I personally like purple and green, but blue box. That is where you're going to be typing your answers. So you'll know the directions say, express the number 78,263 using ones, tens, and thousands. Ooh, such fun. Oh, and I just noticed that's a decimal point there, guys. Goodness gracious. See, it's important to really look because I thought it was a comma. So if you go over to the box, all you're going to do is just type your answer. Hello. Okay. Simple, simple, easy, easy. All done there. You'll notice on the next question, question number 4, it has a box for you to type your answer. This one happens to be a word problem that you're going to explain. Whenever you see that word explain, that's where you need to remember, okay, I've got to explain this to Miss Freitas as if she is a younger brother or sister or a little kid that I just hang out with that doesn't know anything about math. So you need to really think about how you're going to explain it. This is where Miss Clark loves math because you're going to be doing some writing. And as your language arts teacher, she loves when you guys write. You'll also notice I have this little picture frame over here that says insert your picture. Whenever you see that, that means on a piece of paper you need to do some work and you're going to take a picture of it. In the margin, I tell you step by step how to do that. You'll notice it says for this question, you will need to do your work on a piece of paper. Then go up to the insert image. It says insert, has image. Oh, wait, what was my next step? Then it says choose camera, insert image, camera. So it's going to tell you step by step how you're going to do it. You're going to hold up your picture. There's a little yellow button. It tells you step by step how to do this. Sometimes I even give you guys some samples. So every now and then you might not have to do a problem because I may show you how to do it personally. And again, my last question, I believe, is number 5. Oh, it looks like number 6. Again, you'll notice the blue boxes. That's telling you you're going to be typing something there. It's just like writing in a notebook, except you guys are going to be typing. Keeps it nice and organized. And guess what? You have a copy of this. It's going to be nice and organized in your actual computer files. So you might even want to name a file math and just save all your math there. Wouldn't that be great? And then you're always going to have this last slide because this is going to tell you the steps on how to upload this slideshow to Florida Virtual so that I can grade it. I can't grade this just like this on your computer. You have to go step by step. So again, you'll notice the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to File. You're under File, you're going to go to Download. Under Download, you're going to go to Save as a PDF. Bing! And then it's going to save it right to your computer. The next step, you're going to go right into Florida Virtual. You're going to add your files. You guys know how to do this because you probably did it last year in 4th grade. And then you're going to find your assignment on your computer. It'll be all there underneath your files saved with copy of 1.05. And then finally, you're going to submit that for grading. So again, guys, you'll notice I've taken the time to do this not just for math. You also will see it again for science. You'll notice right here, this first week, you've got 102 weighing in on maths. Oh, that was 104. I just noticed. Sorry, said the wrong number. And you'll notice that this one is actually going to be one that we're going to do in the live lesson. Why? Because if you go over here to materials, it's asking for a scale. And I don't know about you guys, but the only scale you guys may have at home is one that you put your feet on to see how chubby or how skinny you are. So I don't think that's going to help us with measuring the mass of a stick of butter. So we will be doing this one together. Again, keep your eyes open on that announcement page so that you guys can go ahead and make sure that you don't miss that live lesson because this should be an easy 100 if we're going to do that together. Alrighty, back to our wonderful little thing here. Again, guys, there's lots of little things here. You'll see I even have a video page. If this is where your house points are, there's where your house points go. Some little announcements I may have here. And last but not least, I always have some videos. This is going to show you how to upload those assignments. There's my math part 1. This video, math part 2, will be going there in a minute. But if I come across any videos that I think will help you with the lessons that were on that week, I will also upload that on there for you. So, all right, guys, I'm so excited to meet you. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time on my videos here. And again, see you guys in Zoom soon. Bye, guys. Have a great day.